Hello, happy Friday. ¿Cómo están? How is everybody doing? Happy Friday, friends. Feliz viernes. Espero que estén teniendo un lindo día. Hope everybody is having a good day, my friend. I'm going to get super quick and get my computer. As you come in, my friends, say hello. Let me know where you're watching us from. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you, friends. I have it right here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna lower the volume here and let me put this in there. Okay, my friends. Alrighty, so happy Friday, my friends. I am super excited to be here. Tonight we are going to be crafting. Who is crafting with me? Let me know in comments. Let me know in comments if you're crafting, if you are, whatever you're doing, sewing, if you're having dinner. Let us know, my friend. And don't be shy, say hello, 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 beautiful Maria. How are you, my friend? Thanks for saying hello. How are you doing, beautiful? Sorry, I was a few minutes late. My crafting was a mess, girl. It was super a mess. My table was so many things in here. I had to fix it so quick. I had to fix my table so quick in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure my computer is ready for me to read your comments. Sometimes I get a little trouble reading my comments from my phone. There's always a delay. So please, friends, let me know if the audio is good and if you can see me good from there. Let us know, let me know, because it's very important. All right, let me put it right there. Just think you can see my table from there. All right, friends. So tonight we are going to decoupage. We are going to use a new rice paper from Decoupage Central. And if I know I am live in Decoupage Central. I want to welcome you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for having me, Decoupage Central. Always is my pleasure to be here, and I'm super excited because we are going to use this rice paper. It's Roasters and Hens. This is a postal rice paper. Give me some hearts if you like roosters. If you like roosters, let me know in comments. I am super excited to use this. We're going to use this for today's project, but also, and I'm sorry, I know it is, I don't see the little one to turn my camera so you can see it correctly, but you know, Facebook has been doing this for a while. And also we're gonna use this rock bunny. This is another rice paper, and it comes in 4 mini bunnies. So we're gonna use one, and I will still have 3 more to use it later, okay? So we're gonna use these 2 for tonight's projects. But as you heard the news, Decoupage Central today, they launched 58 new rice papers. So if you haven't seen it, if you haven't heard from the new launch, from the new collection, from the summer collection, please, please, please follow the link that is in my Facebook page, and you will see the new collections, beautiful rice papers, different designs. You can use them for spring, for summertime, so I am in love. So tonight I'm gonna order some new rice papers, and you will see me crafting using those papers very soon. Perfect, thank you, Maria. Audio is good. Sweet, my friend. So, new rice papers, Decoupage Central. Take a look. Go check it out. You never know. You might find something beautiful that you like, and maybe your style, beachy style, maybe more farmhouse. So you will find a little of everything, okay? Thank you, Maria. Thank you, friend, from sprinkling me out. But I want to show you some of the newest rice papers that I got it. Super quick. So here's another rice paper. You know I love sunflowers, friends. So this combo is super useful. I used it before, but I had to get it again. So we have a sunflower with a bee and two mini ones. So if you like sunflowers, Decoupage Central, they have a lot of rice paper, okay? I love using Hens for my projects. So here's another rice paper. This is a new rice paper from Decoupage Central. I like the background, and this, I think, for a cutting board, it looks phenomenal. So I like it. Okay, so here, this is another rice paper. Easter is approaching, my friends. So we have Easter rice papers. Here you have two designs in one rice paper. I love these two crosses. I love the style, the colors, very vintage. So here's another rice paper. Okay, I'm showing you some of the newest rice paper, not from the new collection, from some of the one that I got it last week. And here's another rice paper. Let me see. So this is Milky Valley decoupage rice paper, and it comes with two, okay? And this one is a postcard, okay? So you can use for two different projects. Give me some hearts if you like this one. I really like the color, and I think I'm gonna be using this one for next time. Right, Maria? Yes, friend, they are pretty. Sometimes, I don't know about you, friends, just tell me in comments. For me, crafting and sometimes to find a paper that I'm looking for and for what I have in mind, it gets sometimes a little hard for me because all of them, they're beautiful. I love them. So I get so undecided. Should I use this? Should I use that? So I'm always undecided, but finally when I decide I'm gonna use this, then that's a good project for me. So I love all the designs from Decoupage Central. So lemons, summer, with the flowers. So look at this, and I like the background. My style for my projects is very vintage, distressed, chippy style. So I think this one is a super cool rice paper. Okay, so we have some limes in there, lemons. We call in Spanish limones. So we have some lemons right here. So this is a super cool rice paper. It really, the background, it calls my attention because it looks like there's no paper at all. Yeah, so I like it. Yes, you get overwhelmed. Yep, it happens, it happens. Sunflowers, more sunflowers. So this is another cool, another gorgeous sunflowers. And again, the background, this is my style. So I really love it. And I like just the simply beautiful sunflower here. They look so kind of like natural. I love it. I really like this one. So this is my favorite too. Okay, so this is another rice paper that I have. And now we're gonna finish with roses. Roses are my favorite. Give me some hearts if you like roses. So this is another one, another rice paper. And it comes with a trio roses. and the color is very, it's a soft pink. So I like it. I think for a farmhouse or for a beautiful scene, and this in the background, it looks beautiful. Okay. So these are some of the newest rice papers that I have from Decoupage Central, but I'm gonna be getting some more next week. Okay, so I'll post a link. I will post a link for the new rice papers again. But if you want, I can let me see if I can copy and paste. Let me see them super quick. That way you can take a look while I'm crafting. Let me see if I can copy and paste. Okay, copy. And it's good thing that I have my computer next to me. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. All right, so I copy and paste the link. Okay, let me know. It's a long link. Hopefully it works. If not, I will paste again, copy and paste again. We'll see. Okay, if not, I will do that later. But yes, check it out, the new designs from Decoupage Central. So friends, tonight I want to show you some different ways how you can use your rice papers. Okay, yes, we do get overwhelmed, and sometimes we don't know how to use it. We don't know what kind of surface we can use for our rice paper. So if you are one of my regular followers, you know I use wood a lot for my rice papers. But besides wood, you can use your rice papers on a thin can. Look at this. So this is one of my newest projects that I just did, and it has the rust look. Okay, so this rice paper is also one of the newest release from Decoupage Central. The rails will be coming up soon, but isn't it pretty? Look, it looks so old and rust. So you can use rice papers on cans. You can use rice papers on fabric. You can use in this kind of fabric as well. And we are going to do today a wood, and we're going to use a burlap canvas. Okay, so this is another way how you can use your rice paper on the burlap fabric. Okay, so we're going to use the bunny, one of these rock bunny. We're just going to decoupage right here. Okay, so, and also we're going to do this texture. Okay, I like the texture of kind of like a rust, very kind of like a patina, something like it's old and it's been there for a while. So we're going to be doing this background for our rice paper. Okay, friends, so we're going to do two projects. And you can ask me if you have questions, but my friends, I want you to hang out. I want you to relax. Let me know in comments how was your day. And let's have some chit chat, my friend. Let's have some chit chat. All right, so you're going to help me. Which one do you think should I do for my wood? Should I do with one rooster or with the hens? Which one do you want me to do? If you are here, or Maria, maybe you can help me. Which one do you want me to do? Do you want the rooster or the hens? I really love this rice paper. Very farmhouse. I like it. So you want the rooster or the hens for today's project? If I get one or maybe 2 or 3 answers, that will be nice, friends. That way you can see how I do it. And I'm going to start opening my burlap canvas. Hens. So Maria, you always do hens. Sweet. I like the hens too, so we're gonna do the hens. And if somebody else wants something different, let me know. For now, Maria wants the hens. I love roosters and hens, girl. I love chickens in general. I grew up with chickens and roosters. All right, the size for this burlap canvas is 6 inches and 6 inches, okay? So it's 6 by 6, okay? It's a small burlap canvas, okay? So we are going to do the hands, and we're gonna put my can right there. How often do you craft, Maria? Do you have a Facebook page, my friend? I never asked you. All right. So we're gonna use our water pen, okay? I think I'm going to remove this. We'll see. I don't think the link worked. All right, we're gonna use our water pen, and I'm just going to go to the center, and we are going to divide our rice paper. Okay, so tonight we're gonna use the hens, and the rooster will be pending for my next project. Okay, so here we have the rooster, and here we have the hens. Okay. We're going to start tearing up some of the extra white paper. And my water pen helps a lot. And I love using it, but you can also use your scissors, or you can use your a small brush if you don't have a water pen. Okay, and very gentle, you are going to start tearing up some of the extra white paper. So who is excited? Have you, let me know in comments, have you checked the new collection from Decoupage Central? Who went to the website? Let us know, let me know, my friends. And if you want to share something with me tonight, please do it. Don't be shy. And if you are new to my Facebook page, I want to welcome you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, that's nice, my friend. Sorry. That's super nice. How often do you do live too there, Maria, in your group? And you ordered already. Nice, wonderful friend. Tell me, which one did you get? Which rice paper was your favorite? Or you don't have a favorite and you just, I want all of them. So I'm gonna get, I'm gonna try and get all of them because I love it. For summertime, it is perfect. It is super cool. All right. So now we have our rice paper, no more white edges, okay? So our rice paper, it is ready. You can do that in advance. So, I will see which way is good. And the size for my wood, it is 9.5 by 6.5, okay? So 9.5 by 6.5, okay? You just post the creations. Oh, I would love to see your creations, my friend. I would love to see your creations. Everybody has a gift, friends. Everybody. All of us have a gift, different ways to create, different ways to express ourselves. So that is a blessing, and it's just that sometimes we need to find the right time, but it's a blessing, it's a gift, and I love it. I love that. So, alrighty. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to paint all white. Okay, I want to paint all white. Even though my paper is going to be on top of my wood, but I want some of the bright details from my hands to pop more. So it's always good to paint your background white, and then you can decoupage it when it's all dry, and then you can do whatever you want to do for your outside, or just leave it white or the color that you choose. Okay, so we're gonna paint white, and you will see how I do, how I'm going to convert my wood in something different, okay? Yay, thank you, girl. I'm going to check it out your group. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. So I'm just using regular white, acrylics. And you know what? Later I'm gonna paint the edges of my wood. For now, just white. And I think I got too much white. Let me see if I can just save, because I don't need too much. I don't need too much. I like the farmhouse, from the new collection. I like the animals, the cows, beautiful prints. Beautiful, beautiful prints. And you know what I noticed? I noticed that your rice paper don't get bad at all when you have it, when you use good amount of Mod Podge, and also when you seal your paper. So it's good to have a, make sure you always seal your rice paper. How's the weather in your area, Maria? It's still cold up there, or the weather is changing? We're gonna try this super quick. Today the weather here in Florida was beautiful. I love it. It was a beautiful day, sunny day. So the warm weather is coming. We're looking forward. I really want to go to the beach more this year with my kids, relaxing more. It was nice 60s. Oh, that's a nice temperature. That's a nice weather. I don't know if I asked you before, Maria, but do you like warm weather or cold weather? We get used to the cold or hot weather. It's just sometimes we prefer cold or hot weather. I like more warm weather. Not too hot, not too cold. Here in Palm Coast, the weather is beautiful. I love it. You can tell when it's winter time or when it's spring because it's not too hot. You get cold, you have to wear jackets. You like warm. Like me, just like me. Alrighty, so we already have white in our wood, okay? So the next step that we are going to do is we're going to decoupage. We're going to decoupage our postcard, okay? And I want to see where I want it. So I think I'm going to keep it right here. So we're going to get our Mod Podge. So I have Mod Podge right here. And I'm going to use a flat brush. So a small amount of Mod Podge. And then I'm going to start making sure it's even. Friends, if you're watching us for the first time, let us know where you are. Don't be shy, friends. Okay, we're gonna put this back here. Okay. Then we're gonna get the other side. And apply more Mod Podge. Okay. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then put it back there. I think this print for a kitchen decor, it's beautiful. That's what I have in mind. So I think I'm gonna add a hanger on the back, but I'm not sure yet. I need a little bit more here. Now, when it's all on my surface, I'm going to grab this plastic that is from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to place over, and this is going to help me to add a little bit of pressure. And also I'm going to make this kind of like avoid wrinkles, okay, and bubbles. So I'm back and forward. And lift it up. So we're going to dry this. Let me show you. Okay. I like the white background. Hello, Annie. Welcome, friend. How are you? Thanks for saying hello, my dear. So we're gonna dry, and then we're gonna seal again, okay? Before I change my frame for this. So what I want for this wet project is I want to add more texture around and have a little bit of the rust style. So give me some hearts if you like that style. If not, you can always paint with one solid color and decoupaging, and I'm sure it's going to look beautiful. But this is what I want. Okay, I want this style, and for real, it looks kind of like, it looks real like you have a stone and or something, a metal, and it's all rust. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I think with my hand, it's going to look super nice. All right, now it's all dry. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, friend. So we are going to seal that super quick. You can always seal your rice paper later, but I like doing it at the moment. That way I can protect the design. How are you, Annie? How was your day? Happy Friday, girls. Any fun for this weekend? Any plans? It's Friday night. We can chit chat. You can share something with me. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you. For tomorrow, I don't have plans, but I want to dedicate working in my backyard. So I'm looking forward to spending some hours in my garden. I want to go to Lowe's and get a new plant. Not one, I want to get 2 or 3 more. I need one more palm tree. So I don't know. Hopefully I have the time to go, but definitely I'm gonna be in my backyard tomorrow working before summer gets here. Annie, you're crafting. You're crafting now, or you're gonna be crafting tomorrow, Annie? So we are going to dry this. I think for the other project using the burlap canvas, it's gonna be super fun. We're gonna do something like this tomorrow. So tomorrow you're gonna be crafting. You love the busted canvas? You know, I only have one for Easter. I have to do another one. Thank you, girl. Thank you, my friend. I have a reel for that. So you should look it up, Maria, and give it a try. Give it a try. Maybe next week I can do another busted canvas. What do you think? I need inspirations, my friend. Tell me in comments. And if you're watching later, hashtag replay, you can also comment. Let me know, do you want me to do something specific? I know you always see me using wood for my projects, but do you want me to use maybe different items for my craft? Or maybe you want to see something new. Let me know, help me out. That way I can always provide you a good different ways how you can craft, how you can use different items for your decoupage rice paper. So this is the Hens. We already sealed the paper, and look, it has a little bit of glass, but you know what? It's already sealed, okay? So I'm happy for that. And also that color change. Look at this. I love it. Do you see the background? That's why I paint white, because I want all the little details to show through, okay? If you don't paint white, it will show. It's going to show, but not as much when you paint white, okay? That's a tip that I can share with you, friends, and I always do this. Okay, so I'm happy I'm using this. So you already did one. That was fun. Oh, girl, I'm sure it was nice. Sometimes we're a little hard for ourselves. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Maria. So it's time to do a second one. Okay, so now that we have our paper already sealed and the Mod Podge, it's time to create something like this, okay? We are going to use all-purpose. This one is joint compound, okay? Joint compound, you can use this, but also you can use, and if you are one of my followers, you always see me crafting, I also use this. This is modeling paste, okay? But not everybody has this. And if you have joint compound, then you can use this, okay? I'm gonna use this for tonight. And the color, you don't have to worry about the color. You can always mix it up with white. But I'm not gonna paint white. I'm just going to apply it straight to my wood, okay? And I'm going to use a palette tool. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. There's different sizes. You can, when you get your palette tools, you can, go to Hobby Lobby, any Michael's store, they have different sizes, styles. So tonight I'm gonna use this, kind of like the butter tool, okay? So, with a small amount, just a little bit. I'm going to start applying around my wood and my rice paper. But I want texture, so I'm not gonna make it flat. I want texture. So I want texture, so I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. I want this to have kind of like my paper is on a different surface, no wood. I don't know about you friends, but sometimes I forget my words. Let me know in comments if that happens to you. I know the word, but you forget at the moment. So I'm gonna be doing more, a little bit of patina. I like the patina also style. So we'll see, okay? So we're just creating we're just applying the joint compound around my wood. And definitely the edges of my paper. Okay. And now it's going to be on the top side. Let me know in comments if you use joint compound for your craft, for your projects. Let me know. I don't use it as much, but I think I should. Because I like texture. I like my projects to have texture. And I think I should use that instead of using the other one. Okay. Looks super nice. And I'm gonna show you. And if you haven't tried joint compound, you have to, friend. You have to. Okay, so texture. So as you see, I'm just going tap, 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 and I'm just moving a little bit of this, and that's it. You're not sure how to, what, my friend? How to use joint compound? This? Okay, I'm gonna clean up the edges. And I'm gonna show you right now. It looks super nice. And I think when it's time to paint, look at this. Do you see the texture? Do you see the texture? Give me some hearts if you like the texture. Okay. Trying using joint compound. My friend, joint compound give textures, and you can use it for stencils, and you can use it also for backgrounds. It gives kind of like, it depends what do you want. What do you want and what are you looking for the project? And for me, I want texture for my frame. So I want to pretend that this postcard, it is glued on a rock or in a can that is old. I want that, you know. So, but also you can use this for your rice stencils. It works super good. I don't use it as much, but I'm going to use it. I use modeling paste, okay, but joint compound is cheaper, so, but I have the modeling paste already, so I have to use it. Hola Esperanza, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, hermosura? Okay, and also it dries super fast, super fast. And yes, you can get a lighter adding baking soda. Yep, thanks for the tip, Annie. Yep, all depends what kind of texture do you want. That's why I use modeling paste, because it's not too thick like joint compound. But I really like the texture, and I think, because this is what I just did a few days ago, and I think this is my my style. And I did a lot of, I'm always using this, but every time I do a project using my modeling paste, I don't get the texture how I want it. So I think joint compound is my friend. So I have to use more often joint compound. It's just I forget to use that. And you see, it's already dry. It needs a little bit more, so I'm going to continue drying this area. Because now it's time to paint. Add the color for your texture. All right, so it is done. So I'm gonna use, this plate is a little messy. I'm gonna put this down. So I'm going to use all right, I'm gonna use burnt umber acrylics. I'm going to use a little bit of burnt sienna. A little bit of Pueblo folk art. Just a small amount. I don't need too much. Yep. And nutmeg brown. So 4 different browns, different colors. So we have a darker brown, this medium, and then a lighter one, okay? So we're gonna use these for here. So we're gonna use our dauber and just tap, tap, tap. Remember, this is, you just did this, so you have to be gentle. So don't press hard. Give it some time, and if you see that it's not covering everything, come back. Come back. And first we're going to use the dark color. You can also use rice papers for plastic surface. You can use on metal. What else? You can do the iron on method as well. All depends what kind of rice paper you're using, okay? I have no problem with these rice papers. I have older projects that they've been sitting in my house for a decor, and they look like a brand new. Okay, so just you have to know, and always be gentle with the Mod Podge, because if you use a lot of Mod Podge, then you're going to add too much of the glue, and just enough amount. Okay, so I'm just going right here and going to cover up the edges. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so now we have some texture, you see, and now we have the darker color. Let's go ahead and in the meantime that is drying, why not, I'm just going to paint my wood and finish this. Wait, I don't have to do it. And also I wanted to have the dark brown color while my other color is drying. Okay, quick. And if you are not following Decoupage Central, Janelle, she's always sharing projects from all that ambassadors, for everybody who use Decoupage Central, and you get a lot of ideas. So follow Decoupage Central, my friend, on their Facebook page for more inspirations. But I really love their quality. Okay. We're almost done right here. I have my windows open and it feels so nice, like the breezy weather. Love it. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we're gonna dry quick. Okay, let's do a quick dry, and then we're going to use another color. I think I'm gonna use the nutmeg brown. Okay, all right, with my other feather, we're going to use the nutmeg brown. No, it has to be super dry. because I'm going to start pulling out some of the dark brown and I don't want that. So be patient, use your hair dryer, dry it out. Okay, now let's get the other brown. I am not going to cover up everything, just in random places. Okay, and then now it's time to get a little bit of, let's get Pueblo. Just a tiny bit of Pueblo. You see a tiny bit? Okay, tap, tap, tap. So we are going to blend these browns to give a rust style or look. Okay, tap, tap, tap. You can repeat these steps as many times you want. Okay. And then I'm going to get a little bit of the darker brown again. Tap, 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 tap. Random places. Now it's time to get the other brown. And this one I think is burnt sienna. Please let me know in comments if I'm going very fast and if you want me to slow down, okay? I like the burnt sienna a lot. Love it. Sweet, looks nice. One more time drying. And then I'm gonna come back just a pinch of the darker brown. Gracias, Esperanza. Gracias, hermosura. ¿Cómo estás? Okay, and one more tiny bit of that burnt umber, just a little bit. Maria, you love chicken. Do you have them in the kitchen? Me too, girl. Love chickens too. I grew up with chickens. So I love having chickens in the kitchen. And I know my mom, she loves chickens too. Alrighty, so look at this. Look at this, my friend. Again, to do this, kind of like a blending colors and texture, all depends how do you want it, okay? So it depends the colors that you want to use, but for me, I like the kind of like the rust color. And if do you think I'm missing out any other color? Do you want more orange? What do you think? I like it so much. What do you think, my friend? I'm good. Should I stop? You want me to add more orange? I was thinking adding a little bit of sea breeze, but I don't see my background. It has that color. So I think I'm just going to do just with browns and not bright colors. So just going to, let me see. I still see a little bit of white right here. Just cover up, come back and cover up those white. That's for the joint compound. Just cover up, cover up. Maybe a little bit more orange, and that's it. Yep. You like it? You love it? Thank you, my dears. Thank you so much. You know what I was thinking too? Adding a little bit of cinnamon. Have you used cinnamon for your craft? Let me know in comments. Should I use cinnamon? Because I really want this to have the rust look. But I think with a joint compound, it gives the texture and it gives that definitely is rust. So, all right, I add a little more of burnt sienna, so I think it looks good. So give me some hearts. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay. Cinnamon is wonderful. So you know what? We're gonna use cinnamon, but should I use first? Let me think. I think, and let me share with you something. Are you ready? I use cinnamon for this. I use cinnamon for this. Look at this. You see? So, I'm not gonna add cinnamon on this because I really like it, but for my next project, we're gonna use cinnamon, okay? So yes, I use cinnamon and just burnt umber and Mud Patch. So Rio is coming, but look at this, isn't it pretty? I love it. And am I going to add just a little bit something to keep my pot a little bit more higher? But I use cinnamon and look at how rust this look. Okay, so yes, use your rice paper, especially the small sizes, for your small creations, okay? So now I have something small for me to decorate. Hello, Donna. How are you? Welcome, my friend. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna leave this project like this. I am not going to add anything, but it has a rust color, okay, in a rust style, I can say that, okay? So this is the first. We're gonna do something small. And again, if you want me to do new things, just let me know, comment right here, or send me a message, private message, say, hey Carla, you should try this. Or Carla, can you do this? And so I can see it. We're gonna use a rice paper, decoupaging on a burlap fabric, okay? So I haven't sealed my, I haven't covered up my edges. I'm gonna be using this for something else, but I just wanna show you, you can use your rice paper for your fabrics. Okay, so yes, everything is possible when you're using rice papers. Thank you, Annie. Hola, tía hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Thank you, Dana. Thank you, my dear. Hope everybody's having a good day. Ooh, I like that. The chili powder, it was fine. Nice. That's something new to try. Thanks for sharing with that, Annie. Okay, and this is another texture that I want to show you, and I want this more like a patina. So here, for this background, I use Sea Breeze from Deco Art. Okay, so you see, okay, but next time we're gonna do this different background. So I still have one more rooster. If you like this rice paper, the link is in my description, okay? Now it's time for me to do something else with this, okay? My next time. So we're gonna use this mini bunny, and we are going to decoupage. We're gonna turn this on the other side. We're gonna decoupage in our burlap frame or canvas, but I am thinking adding texture around the edges again, and I want it gold. So let's go ahead and start gearing up, breaking in small sizes. This paper, it is available, and this is a cute print. I love this print. These two are rice papers. They are in my description, and please, friends, you can use my affiliate link if you want to purchase. But thank you so much. I'm very grateful, and thank you with you, my friends. Thank you. So now we're gonna clean up the edges, and maybe am I going to get my bunny a little bit more shorter? We'll see. So let me start doing this. I don't decoupage a lot on fabrics, but it is something different for me too. Also, that way I can start adding on my craft. So I'm excited using my rice papers for my fabrics. Okay, so now here's the bunny. And the size for this canvas is 6 by 6. So he's so cute. He is adorable. I think I'm going to paint him white. I still want to show the colors. Okay, look at this. It still shows, and I like it. But I want more of the colors that he has around here, that they're super light and soft. I want those colors to pop more. So I'm going to paint super quick white. I'm gonna use acrylics. You don't have to do it, my friend, but this is just kind of like a sharing with you, and that's what I do with my rice papers. Adorable. All right, so we're gonna use acrylics, and I need to find a brush. Get a brush. I don't need a big brush, just a small brush. All right. So let's do all white. And I'm painting just the back of my rice paper. If you are new doing this, please try before. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. But just use a small amount of white. Don't use a lot. Oops. Okay. And my friends, if you don't mind, if you can sprinkle that love for us. Sprinkle the love, my friends. I would appreciate it. All right, we're gonna try this. Why do you use acrylics? Because I have acrylics, my friend. So I use acrylics for my door hangers. I do paintings as well, but I also use chalk paint. So not any reason. I have a lot of acrylics painting. I know acrylics, they work good for my rice paper, so. But I do like deco art for acrylics. Okay. There's some door hangers that I use only acrylics, and I don't use chalk paint. All right, so look at him. Now he's all ready, and he's all paint on the back. Okay? Make sure you dry your paper. Okay, it's all dry. Now, for my, let me see. All right, I'm going to apply my Mod Podge on the back of my rice paper. That way I know where I want my Mod Podge and my print. Yes, honey, I do a lot of painting, so that's why I use acrylics. And I don't have any preference on paintings, but I like deco art a lot. And chalk paint, I use Dixie Belle. Right now I am applying a layer of Mod Podge. You can also do the iron on method. We can do that, but I think I'm good with this. So I'm just going to bring our canvas right here and place our bunny. Okay, there you go. And I'm gonna get my saran wrap. Apply a texture, a pressure. it up. So here we have our bunny, okay? We want to make sure the edges, they're sealed, and now we're gonna dry it, and then we're gonna seal again. Honey, you like Dixie Belle products? Me too, I like Dixie Belle. I've been using Dixie Belle for a while, Annie, and it's an investment, my friend, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, but it's an investment, buying expensive paintings. So I was like, and I like that the colors and the texture. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna start just using Dixie Belle, but I also paint furniture, so I like it. It works great. All right, friends, so now it's all dry, and we're gonna cover up everything. Hola, Carlitos, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches. So I'm going to come back with another layer of Mod Podge. Okay, more Mod Podge. And because our bunny has a gold, we are going to add a little bit of a texture for the edges, and then we will be done. Okay, so now we are going to protect our rice paper. I'm gonna make sure the edges, it's all sealed. Friends, if you're watching later, hashtag replay. If you don't see the red bottom line, say it's live, that means you're watching as a replay. Say hello, let us know if you like these projects. Hope I inspire you tonight to create something like this. And you know what? I think I really like the edges. I like the frayed edges. Let me see what else I have. Hold on, my friend. I think I have something else. We're almost done. I think I'm not going to apply the texture. I think I'm going to use Bunny. How are you, my dear? You like their crackle? Oh, I love their crackle. Look at this, friends. Look at this. Isn't he so cute? Thank you for saying hello, friend La Bunny. How is your day, my dear? Okay, so let me get something quick. Let me see if I can find it. I can use this, or I can use I know I have something else. Okay. All right. I changed my mind, friends. You know, I always change my mind. So I am not going to apply texture. I'm just gonna leave him like this. I like the look of the edges of the rice paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the wood tile. The tacks. So I'm gonna use this, okay? And I'm gonna put one of each corner. And then we will be finishing with this project. Okay, but let me see, how can I open this? Let me see. Donna Bunny. Thank you, my dear. Just gonna open up here because I still want them to stay in this container. That way I don't lose any. This is a antique brass plate. Tacks. So there are tacks. Forgot the names. So I think I'm gonna use those, or should I use the small ones? Okay, you are going to help me. Should I use those? Thumbtacks. Okay, should I use, you're gonna help me, okay, friends? Should I use the antique brass what is it? Thumbtacks, or should I use the gold one? This is the antique brass. I like this one, but also I like the gold one. I really like the antique brass. Okay, we're gonna go with the antique brass, okay? So we're gonna place in the corner. When I bring my hammer. One right there. We have another one. Yeah, honey. The antique brass, yes. Oops, making a big mess. And then the other one. Okay. And I went too deep with this one. Going to pull it up. There you go. Okay. So look at this, my friends. Look at that. How cute is this? I used the antique brass. Adorable. And I don't think my bunny needs no bow, nothing. Nope. We're just gonna leave it like this. Am I going to just get a little bit more of gold? Let's get a little bit of gold and we are done. Thank you, my friend. Let me use my tool and add a little bit of gold on the edges. So let me move this. Add a little bit right here. Okay. Adding more gold to my bunny, and now in the background, and right here as well. Okay. Alrighty, my friends. So we are done with this project. I want to thank you so much. There you go. More gold. I love gold. I don't mind adding gold. All right. So my friends, thank you, Donna. Thank you. Look at him. And this is a burlap canvas, 6 by 6. Okay, I bought it in Hobby Lobby. Okay, there you go. So we made this using a rock bunny, and I still have now 3 more bunnies to use for different projects. Okay, so we use this rice paper, and for the other one, let me add a little bit of brown right here. Oh, nope. And the other project, I like this orange a lot. And for the other project, we did the hens. Okay, so we use this rice paper, the hens and rooster. Here we have. All right, we still have one more print design to use for the next one, and we went for the hens. Okay, hashtag replay, my friends. Let me know, what do you think? Hope I'm inspiring you tonight and hear different ways how you can use your rice paper. And also, I use my rice paper for a thin can. Okay, so the reel will be coming for this one soon. But thank you, friends. Oh, Maria, thank you for coming back, my friends. So here is one project, and this was made out of wood, and this one from a burlap canvas. Okay, so thank you again. Thank you for your company. Thank you for everything. Annie, Maria, Labani, Tona, Esperanza, Carlos, and everybody. Hashtag replay. Thank you. You appreciate it, my friends. I will see you guys soon. Have a blessed weekend. Can't wait to come back with another project, and let me know if you want me to do something different, something new, that way I can get ideas, and that way you can inspire me. Okay, so bye bye, my friends. Until next time, nos vemos pronto. Bendiciones, besitos, bye.